Hey, what's up, YouTube? 100% here, 100% me to you and Gam. Uh, as you can see, the background, it's about Dragon Ball Super. It's going to be a little quick rant on Dragon Ball Super and on Street Fighter. And pretty much, my, I just wanted to say, the last Dragon Ball Super rant video that I made, it was about, the Broly character and how it looked like, it looked disturbing and stuff like that. And how I was saying, like, this could be such a better anime, like, it's missing out on a lot of shit. I'm not gonna come here and like take everything back to what I said. Nah. But I don't know if that Brawly girl character, if that's gonna be her new look, cause she got a new look. I seen that over at For Never World's channel. I pray that's how she looks. Cause that other old picture of like, the titties, the big Brawly, that was disturbing. That was like that's disgusting, you know what I mean? Like bring Brawly back and then make a chick and then some Brawly chick with those titties like that and all that. That was just disgusting. That's just like a disrespect to Broadly. Like, nah. I hope the way that they made her look now is like how she's gonna look because that looks great. You know what I mean? Not too strong. It looks right. It reminds me of the character Zarya from like Overwatch. That looks great. The new way that she looks. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know if I could find her here, but let's see. Maybe. Let me see if I can write. Maybe see if I write this. Okay, we're not gonna find it. They showed a whole bunch of other shit. But yeah. I just have this here on Google for the background, but I heard that they changed the looks on her and it looks very great. Like I said, I'm not gonna take back on what I said about the show, but like it could have been so much better. It could have been so much better. It could have been so much better. And it's missing a lot of shit. I said this on my old, you know, Dragon Ball Super Rant video. So honestly, I think the only thing that I could come up and say right now as part of this new rant, because I just wanted to say this for the sake of like that Broly character. Like, thank God they changed how she looked. But yeah, it was just because of that. But I wanted to say this aside from that, like, this tournament right here, this is like the world tournament is like the big deal. Like, I hope Dragon Ball doesn't, Super doesn't end after this. Because if the creators trying to end it after this, like this, it's terrible. If they end it after this, they're gonna have to start like a completely new saga, or like if they're gonna end it, just start a new Dragon Ball Z and like completely like I don't know, like something after GT, something after literally after Z, not this bullshit. Because if they ended after this, garbage. Because all the superheroes from all the universes are here. The best of the best. So it's like there's no reason to like for them to travel across the universe anymore. Because all the fighters, all the good fighters came to them basically. So it's just so rushed. Like I don't want to keep talking about Dragon Ball Z. I mean Dragon Ball Super. Like it's terrible. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. It's just terrible. They need to get that shit together. So, like I said, I wasn't taking back anything I said in my last video, but hopefully this tournament is amazing. At least, who knows? It's not looking like it because that fight with those kicking wolves and fucking Majin Buu, like this, it was just stupid. It's just stupid. But anyways, yeah, on to Street Fighter. It's a personal thing about Street Fighter, and this is what I wanted to say honestly. And I just came out of Philly actually from Winter Brawl, and I just spoke to a few people there, and a couple of arguments and a couple of stuff happened over there about Street Fighter, and pretty much is about arguments that I had with like people in my life as well, and not just for Street Fighter Five, but for overall all Street Fighters. Well, all Street Fighters had to do with online, I guess, because so basically, like I said, I was in Philly, I was in the Winter Brawl event, and people were talking about a lot of stuff when it came to Street Fighter. And one of them, it was like one of these things that you will get into argument with like people that and stuff like that. And it was just Straight blunt, straight bluntly, it was just like somebody was wondering like, oh, how is the other person they know have a higher rank on them online if when they fight each other, he actually does better than that person, or that they're tied, but that that he actually wins more than that person. So he's just wondering like, how is it that his rank is going higher? There's some type of cheat code or something's going on, like what's going on, and he just doesn't get it because like basically the guy was just arguing like you're just getting weak opponents. That's what it is. And the other guy's like, no, I'm not getting weak opponents. I'm just good. And he's like, bro, but I beat you more than what you can beat me. So it's like, in your rank is higher, you're just getting weak opponents. So it just reminded me of like something in the past where that happened to me. And I was just like, it still's happening now. Like I got strong opponents. There's some people that I know they could beat me more than what I could beat them. But there's some that I could beat them more than what they could beat me. And it's just like, and your rank is higher, like you must be getting garbage people online. Like I totally understand what that dude was saying. Like, what is going on? Or there's something that somebody else, other people's not telling us about. I remember I even did research around that time, like to look if there's like some other way to get your rank up higher. You know what I mean? But I couldn't find anything, and I'm just like, it is just what I say it is. They're just getting weaker opponents online. So, if you ever feel that way, I'm not saying go by what I'm saying now, but I mean that's like obviously obvious what it is. So I just wanted to share that. And pretty much other arguments that happened over there at that event, it was winter, bro, by the way. I had fun. But people were wondering like how the bullshit happens online to them. And some guy felt like it was more than just bullshit. It was like something physically like stopping him, like his inner potential just kept being pulled away. Like he felt like he's always been in an awake state, and he hasn't, like he felt like he was in a sleeping state. Like he just feels like when he plays online, people get so lucky because he does so well against his friends and people that he meet in these events. But when he plays online, it's like they get so lucky, like his potential just get held back or something like that. He was explaining something like that, and I just felt like like putting input on that because I was just like yo, I be feeling that shit too, because that should be happening to me. I'd be like, yo, like these niggas be getting lucky online. I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? Like it's like you want to press that button, it doesn't happen. It's like weird. I don't want to get too deep in with it. But when I play against, uh people I know, or like people like Van, I do great. I do great, I know sometimes that I be off, but like my off versus people that I know or people at these events are not as bad as like how it is overall playing online. So, I just wanted to to say like that happens. You know what I mean? Like it's like you get stopped, forcefully stopped. You know what I mean? And like you get locked, and it's just crazy. I don't know how to explain it. It's an experience that I wouldn't want nobody else to have, and that has happened to me for like just Street Fighter, a lot of games, and it sucks. But it was just funny that these guys brought those two things up over there in the event. I don't even know them. I met them over there, and they was talking about that. I'm just like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I didn't think I was gonna like meet somebody like that, and I was like, that's crazy. So not meet somebody like that, but meet someone that would talk about something like that. You know what I mean? Like I always kept those things to myself because I'm just like, wait, what? But then you know how that happened. That's crazy. But I just wanted to talk about that. It was just like a quick rant type of thing on Dragon Ball Super and on Street Fighter Five. But thank God they took they changed the looks on that Brawly girl character. I hope she doesn't become that Brawly disgusting titty Brawlic disrespect to Brawly thing, and hopefully, they have better, meaning to Dragon Ball Z, because it's super rushed. Like we already got all the best, fighters from the universe in this tournament. Why do we need to travel around the universe? You know what I mean? Because I was thinking about like old Dragon Ball that they had good storytelling, like when Frieza came to the Manikian planet and all that shit, and like Cell and how long it took in Majin Buu. It was like good storytelling. I don't know if the English version is like that and the Japanese version is not like that. I feel like the English version is more like info-y and is like tells you more, like just the way the area. I don't know if that's just how it is. Like every episode of Dragon Ball Z is, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Out of nowhere, they fight, and then bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Then, you know how they be saying that? Like, what the fuck? Like, the fighting is just mad. Like, every time I watched it, like, in the US, like, in the English channel, like, back in the day, shit, like, it wasn't none of that shit. I don't know if Dragon Ball Z was like that. I'm sorry, I didn't see Dragon Ball Z Japanese. I always saw English. But it'll be cool. It'll be a lot of back and forth fighting and dodging, like classic Dragon Ball Z shit. Not that bullshit. Like, what the fuck? Throwing mad Kai blast and then punch, punch, punch. Like, there was mostly a lot of dodging in Dragon Ball Z. Like, you see in Budokai 3 when you press X, that you dodge. Like, that was the dope shit of Dragon Ball Z. And like, Super doesn't even have that. Super is just dumb. Like, and people used to teleport more. It used to look like Budokai. People would punch, teleport, hit you, teleport. Now they don't even do that teleporting shit no more in Super. Like, I mean, they do, but not as much. Now it's like punch, fly up, hit you down. Like, but back then it was crazy. Like, they'll go at it, they'll dodge, and go crazy. Remember? And then teleport, hit him, teleport again, hit him, and again, boom. And it was like it would look tough. Like, this is Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? This is Dragon Ball. Like, Super is just so lame. Like, and it's so rushed. They could have literally made it way better. They could have made it like these guys had to travel the universe for whatever reason before they threw this tournament. So we can meet more characters. Because now it seems so rushed. It's like there's no reason to travel the universe now to look for who. If this is the best of the best that's in this tournament, who are we gonna look for? To get the unknown best of the best? Some dumb shit like that? Like, they could have made the story like good storytelling. That's what Dragon Ball was about, bro. Especially the first Dragon Ball, and then the beginning of Dragon Ball Z. Especially with the King Piccolo, the King Piccolo, the Frieza, and all that shit from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? Like, it was such good storytelling in Cell and Majin Buu. Even GT had better storytelling than this fucking Super shit. People don't like GT, but it had way much better storytelling. I just don't like Super. It's too rushed. It's too lame. It's like the creator just made this shit so he could add up to, like, no offense to the creator, I love the dude. I mean, I don't know him like that or whatever, but I love what he does, I should say. Not him, but what he does, you know what I mean? But it's like they only made this Super shit for, like, to add up with DC and Marvel. And, like, if the guy was upset that he lost to Superman, so that's why they made this God thing and this Super Dragon Ball, Super Dragon, whatever, If I even forgot, like, I'm so upset with Dragon Ball right now that I even forgot the fucking dragon's name, the one that grants you wishes. But it's like, it's like this is rushed and made to, like, make Goku into a god. Like if the guy was literally unhappy that in that death battle that he lost to Superman. Like, so enough for Dragon Ball. On my last video, I can see the Dragon Ball on my channel. The last video on my channel about the Dragon Ball Rant, I went in and I didn't even get to finish it because something happened towards the end of the video. I had to chop it off, but it says that in my description. Y'all can read that. On to Street Fighter was cool. That people shared those experiences with me as well. Like I said, things like that I keep to myself, and I don't really have much to say about Street Fighter. I mean, this is the worst Street Fighter ever, honestly, 5. But at least they're not as bad as how Super is doing. I love Street Fighter. I mean, I still love Dragon Ball because I'm a fan of Dragon Ball and Street Fighter crazy. But this is not the best. This is not the best Street Fighter 5 ever. It's not. A lot of people agree with that. You know what I mean? But it's not bad. You know what I mean? It's not the best Street Fighter ever. It's actually, you could say the worst Street Fighter ever. Like, when it comes to modern times, it actually is. You could say something like Third Striking Up, or like it's not the best Street Fighter. You know what I mean? I can't really call it the worst Street Fighter ever, but I can't think of any other Street Fighter games that would be like the worst. You know what I mean? Like, so that's why I say Street Fighter 5 is the worst. But at the end of the day, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like Dragon Ball Super is bad, regardless. That is the worst Dragon. This is the worst Dragon Ball ever. Literally, I could fucking definitely say that. Not Kai, not GT. If anybody says that GT is worse than this Dragon Ball, get the fuck out of here. Them niggas is haters. They fucking haters, and that's it. They just mad about it, and they haters, and that's it. Niggas is not gonna say this shit is fucking better than that. Super's better than that. You crazy? Get the fuck out of here. Because if I was Black Goku in the exact same story of GT, if he would have appeared in GT, let's say it would have been like a saga, he would have been way better in that saga than this one. Because They're like the only thing that Super's not even saved by that because that Black Goku shit with the Zamasu shit and that fusion shit, and when he did that Halo thing in the sky and they disrupt the universe, and then Zeno Sama has to come. That's all corny. That's corny. I'm telling you, it just looks like they just doing this to like add up with DC and Marvel. They're not gonna add up with DC and Marvel. Them niggas is super super infoed on their shit to another level. Like it's just corny. You know what I mean? For all that, they shouldn't have done that God shit. Like that shit is just corny. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Don't take it back now. Don't try to erase it now. Don't try to make some bullshit up that there's a separate timeline aside from Dragon Ball Z or whatever. I know you guys already gave GT that place, so don't try to praise GT now. No, just keep going however the fuck is going and just pray for the best, but don't change the plans that y'all had. I mean, who am I to tell them that they're the creators, whatever? I'm just expressing my thoughts because something may happen of them seeing this video. I don't know. I'm just if they do or whoever does, but it's just bad. You know what I mean? Like I said, Street Fighter, yeah, maybe the bad, the worst Street Fighter ever, but that's because I can't think of any other Street Fighter that's bad as this one. But I'm only saying bad as an example because this game is not bad. So super bad, terrible. Dragon Ball Super is bad, terrible. Worst of the worst, guaranteed. Street Fighter 5 is definitely not terrible. It's definitely not bad. Is it the worst Street Fighter ever? Out of all of them, meaning that all of them is good, but which one will be the one that's in the bottom? I really can't think of no other Street Fighters who put except this one. I heard the EX ones are even good because of the characters. But maybe it's not 5. I just can't think of one right now. It's probably something else. But this is way much better than Dragon Ball Super. I know it's an anime versus a game. That's two different things, but Street Fighter 5, if it was an anime, definitely would be doing way better. The story mode in the game is doing way better than fucking Dragon Ball Super. The story mode of this game. I'm not even trying to shit on Dragon Ball. I'm just being real. But anyways, it's 100%. This is my channel, 100% me to you and Gam, and I'm signing out, man. I hope I didn't offend anybody about, my Super thoughts and my Street Fighter thoughts. I mean, I didn't even say anything bad about Street Fighter. I love Street Fighter. There's nothing wrong with Street Fighter. Keep doing it the way you had it planned. There's nothing wrong with Street Fighter. Trust me. All those those attack of things were meant for Super, not for Street Fighter. Street Fighter is good. I mean, I'm still happy with both franchises because I'm a fan, but Super got to get that shit together because that shit is terrible. But anyways, I'm signing out, guys, later. Peace.